Good morning, students. Welcome to our video lecture on casting forming welding ME31007. This subject is taught at third year undergraduate level in Mechanical Engineering Department at IIT Kharagpur. This subject is taught by four professors, Professor Eskapal, Professor Eskapanda, Professor Ajay Sikpara, and myself. I am Nilanjan Das Chakladar, and we will look into the high energy density welding processes such as LBW and EBW in this lecture. High energy density beam welding processes. So whenever we are mentioning about high energy density, we mean electron beam or laser beam, even focused beam for electromagnetic energy as well, like infrared welding, IR welding, imaged arc welding, or microwave welding. Okay, these are all new upcoming techniques of welding processes. Comparison of conventional and electron or laser beam welding. So cross section of conventional welding, cross section of electron beam or laser beam weld. So what is the difference? You can see in case of conventional weld, it is more white, the weld zone, whereas in case of high energy density beams, these are more focused, okay, and they penetrate to a larger depth due to higher energy density. Electron beam welding, EBW. So what do we see here? There is a filament. This is the welding voltage and the control voltage. It's the control electrode. We have the anode. So the anode is focusing the beam. Then we are positioning diaphragm. So we have to position whether we want it here or here or here. So accordingly we will position it. Okay. And then there is a focusing lens. So there's a magnetic focus which has been arched or grounded, and you have the workpiece. Uses kinetic energy of dense focused electrons, electrons emitted by cathode, accelerated by ring-shaped anode. So you can see this is a cross section of the anode. That means the anode is like this. Okay, so this is the anode. Focused by electromagnetic field. This is the electromagnetic field, magnetic focus. High energy density, 10 megawatt. So do not forget, 10 megawatt per millimeter square. Heat focus on few micrometers, and you require a vacuum chamber. Why do you require a vacuum chamber? Because it's an electron beam. Otherwise, it will interfere with the atmospheric gases, and then it will ionize those gases, and that would completely interfere the welding process. Electron beam interaction with workpiece. This is an electron beam. So these are the ions. Then you get the secondary ion, secondary electrons, thermal electrons, the depth of penetration, so how much it would penetrate. And you can also get other secondary emissions like light, heat radiation, X-rays, vapor molecules, okay, as the electron beam impinges on the workpiece surface. So electron beam welding or LBW of a butt joint. So butt joint prior to welding, so we bring it close, then melting occurs at the top, at the point of impingement of the electron beam, then a keyhole forms, so gradually this comes down, and the keyhole and its molten envelope penetrates into the workpiece. The weld forms upon solidification. That means once you remove the source of electron beam or laser beam, solidification takes place. Now laser beam welding. So what happens here? You have a pump, there is a laser generator. So it generates the laser. So it reflects from this mirror, comes here, and the laser is focused to the workpiece. Okay. Laser beam welding, coalescence is achieved by the energy of a highly concentrated coherent light beam. This term is very important. Coherent. Okay. Focused on the joint to be welded. LBW is normally performed with shielding gases, as for example helium is inert, argon inert, nitrogen and carbon dioxide, these are not inert. Okay. To prevent oxidation, no vacuum chamber is required, no X-rays are emitted. Laser beams can be focused and directed by optical lenses and mirrors. LBW does not possess the capability for deep wells and high depth to width ratio of EBW. That means compared to electron beam, the laser beam does not possess the capability of deep wells. The depth of penetration is not high. So what is the comparison? Electron beam welding, deep penetration. LBW, deep penetration in many materials but not comparable to EBW, but not in metals that reflect laser light or of specific wavelengths. So it is wavelength dependent. Very narrow wells can be narrow in a keyhole mode. High energy density is also same. Best in vacuum to permit electrons, can operate in air, inert gas or vacuum. Usually requires tight fitting joints. This also requires tight fitting. Difficult to add filler for deep wells. In case of EBW, it's difficult to add fillers. Same. Equipment is expensive. Here also equipment is expensive. Very efficient electrically, very inefficient electrically. That means if you have electrical workpiece, electrically conducting workpiece, it's very inefficient up to 12%. Generates extra radiation, does not generate X-rays. So homework, what are high energy density welding processes which we have just learned? Differentiate between EBW and LBW. What is the difference between laser beam welding and laser beam machining? What type of materials can be electron or laser beam welded? Thank you.